everyone, and welcome to another Q&A. Do you like how the framing on this is like never the same? Look, I don't remember where I put the tripod or how tall the tripod is at the time, so it always looks a little bit different, and I think that's okay as long as you can see everything. Can you see everything? So the mug theme today is all of the mugs that I have that are handmade. Actually, these two are made by the same person, and they were given as gifts to me. They have great little messages on the bottom. This one says, Dodger's Cup of Rejuvenation, +1 dexterity, -2 fatigue. And then this one says, made for Dodger. I think they're super cute. And this last one was made by my nephew, actually. Ooh, look, such detail. So talented. He is mega talented, so. Also, the art in the background today is by Melonberry on Tumblr, and it's of Sherlock Cat. Or, as she joked on the actual post, Benedict Cumbercat, which I also enjoy. All right, let's get to it. For those of you who have never been with us for a Q&A before, I will answer 3 questions from each cup. The first cup is work questions, second cup is personal questions, third cup is silly questions, and I have never seen these questions before. They were all cultivated, is that the right word, by my friend Jeannie, so this should be fun. First work question. I just noticed that these are in order by height. That's kind of awesome. Okay, first work question. At DNADK, would you ever create a channel dedicated entirely to your cats? No, I don't think that I would. I think that any cat-related content would just go on Dexterity Bonus right here. The most that I've thought about doing with a third channel is possibly like having a channel that's entirely Let's Plays if Press Heart turned into something that had more higher quality content, which is what I want. But I figure, you know, it's fine. All that stuff can just live on the same channel, and people can find the things that they want. But I have thought that before, like, oh, maybe I should make a third one and only have Let's Plays on there, or only have visual novels and love sims on there. Thought about that too. But no, I will not make a Sherlock Cat and Watson Kitty channel. Oh, that would be awesome. It would be so adorable. They're adorable every day. First personal question. It's backwards. Is at Kool-Aid689. If you had to stop saying one word from your vocabulary, what word would be the hardest? Probably some sort of a pronoun, right? Like I, or maybe the. The would be hard. I or the, I think, would be the hardest. You would be difficult. You know, any of those words that are necessary for a sentence. I'll try to keep these in order this time. Every time that I go to edit this, I'm like, oh man, where's that question? Where did I put that? If I just keep them in order now, I eliminate all of that difficulty. First silly question is, at launch failed, what form of kinesis would you like to control? / what would you like to control with your mind? Oh, I can't wait to actually see this tweet and see whether or not Jeannie wrote that to keep me from being confused. Like, oh, I don't know if she'll get, I'm gonna translate this for her. Okay, in like the airbender universe, I would want to be an earthbender, which I kind of equate to being able to control the earth with your mind or your body somehow, your energy, right? So if it's like a question of what element would you like to control, or would you want to just be telekinetic? Like, what would you want? I would want to be, however I need to be an earthbender, that's what I want. Does that answer the question? I always try to do this with such flourish and I fail every time, and it's upside down. At Bubs, have you ever audibly farted during a recording and had to edit it out? I have never edited out a fart, a burp, a sneeze, nothing, because I find them funny, so why bother editing them out? I do have a funny fart story, though, if you want it. I know that you do want this story, so I'm going to tell it anyway. When I was in college, my friend Sarah was in the library with me. We were both working on our final projects for our theater history class, and we had gotten into such a rhythm of just feeling like we could fart or burp whenever we want around all of the people that we hang out with that it didn't seem like an issue ever. But we were in this completely silent library. Everyone was working on their projects or their papers or whatever, just really focused. And all of a sudden, you just hear this huge fart, like the loudest fart maybe ever. Look over at Sarah, and she just looks horrified. Like, oh my God, I just farted. And later, she describes the situation as like she's on the computer, she's typing up her paper, she's proofreading everything. And then she just like, she's so in the zone that she just lifts up the one butt cheek. She like, it wasn't even a situation where she could pretend that it hadn't been her. Like she just lifts the butt cheek, farts, resettles herself, and then realizes and looks around and everyone is looking at her. It's just like, oh my God, it's so amazing. But like coming from that sort of, you know, that sort of a world of friendship where everybody just like felt very comfortable with bodily noises. I've never had that feeling like I needed to get rid of that. It was just like, yeah, I farted, what? Personal question is gonna happen right now. At Gina Day. What would your perfect house look and be designed like? Ah, what a great question. I'm thinking about this a lot because when my lease is up, I want to move. And, man, there are, like, at this point, there's so many things that I need out of my house. But, like, if I could design my dream house, it would be, like, not so far as to say it would be a hobbit hole, you know? But I love that sort of feeling, like lots of wood, just very warm and cozy and comfortable. And I would need as many secret doors and rooms as possible. I watched a show, oh my God, I've always been obsessed with the idea of having a hidden elevator in my living room that would just go down into like a dungeon-y sort of area, but it wouldn't actually be a dungeon. It would just be like a basement, or it would be a ballroom. Oh my God. And then I could hold secret parties. But like there was a show on not too long ago that was entirely about people that bring in specialists to create secret rooms in their homes. And I was like, this is what I want. I want this. I want secret rooms everywhere. And ever since then I've been like, this is plausible. Like I could do this. I could put like a secret elevator in my house. I could make it so the bookshelves were not really bookshelves, and like my fridge maybe isn't even really a fridge. And every time I talk about it, I feel like maybe I care too much, but that's what I want. I want that so badly. I just want this really warm, rustic, wonderful looking cottage type home that has secrets. But like the things that I need are like I want a dishwasher so bad. I want a dishwasher so bad. Right now, that's all I think about. Every time I do the dishes, I'm like, God, I miss having a dishwasher. Next silly question. At Cryptonimus. Maybe. Have you ever eaten a rump steak with barbecue sauce? Oh, is this because of the hashtag? Okay, so a funny story about the hashtag for this week. So originally, Jeannie asked for it to be hashtag barbecue chips. And I was going to say, well, it needs to involve burrito somehow. Even though last time it was butthole, because that's what she asked for, thinking I wouldn't do it, and then I did it. But I was going to say, well, it should be like barbecue burrito. And then I thought, you know what, I'll just do it. I'll just type in barbecue burrito, like whatever. And then I wound up typing barbecue butts, hashtag barbecue butts, and hit enter, just went with it. And Jeannie was like, why did you do that? I was like, I don't know, because last week it was butthole and barbecue butts happened, and I hit enter. I don't know. Look, Jeannie, the hashtag is barbecue butts, and you're going to have to deal with it. But the best part is that she went on Twitter to find questions, and she wound up texting me being like, yo, dude, like, people are using hashtag barbecue butts before we ever did this. Like, this was a legitimate hashtag for some people, and I've been researching for like maybe 10 minutes now to figure out why they use it, and I cannot figure it out. It was so funny. I was like, what? Why would barbecue butts be a hashtag for anybody? But anyway, that's why I'm assuming that's why this question is, have you ever eaten a rump steak with barbecue sauce? Which I have not, but I would. At Kaiju Turtle, have you considered LPing the older Sherlock Holmes games, such as The Awakened? That would be pretty rad. I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was a Sherlock Holmes game that I tried to play on a live stream one time, an older one that a bunch of people had told me was like their favorite. What was it? Was it it was an earring, a glass earring, something like that. Anyways, so I tried playing it and got so confused really early on and just stopped. And ever since then, for some reason, I've been scared to play any of the older Sherlock Holmes games because I'm like, well, I mean, like, what am I supposed to do? You know, like this is just like, there's this like old game. Like, what if I've been so spoiled by these newer point and clicks that when I try to play the older versions of the same series, I just get really frustrated and hate it. Like, I'm kind of scared of that. So I haven't done it, but maybe I don't know, maybe I'll look into doing that. Oh no, no, Matt, I'm sorry. I didn't knock yours over on purpose. It happened, and I think that you're talented and wonderful, and oh God, I'm sorry. At BZ Say, would you eat barbecued butts? Oh, come on, guys. I'm gonna grab another personal question because I've already answered that, okay? Jeannie, this is also your fault. Blame you. At Kenzie_Totman, what was the last song you rocked out to? I totally know what this answer is. Jay and Jane is a song. Wait, it is Jay and Jane, right? It's a song that I hear all the time. It's like, I do both Jay and Jane. It's like yeah, I do both Jay and Jane is the name of the song. It's basically about this girl who's like, yeah, I met this guy named Jay and this girl named Jane, and I touched both of their butts. What? But for some reason, the beat of it, I'm just like, yeah, I do both Jay and Jane. It's so fun. Also, last song that I rocked out to at home was Pussycat Girls song. What was that song? I heard that one on the radio too, and I was like, oh man, I haven't heard this song in forever. And then I was just jonesing for it when I was home. It's not Be Careful What You Wish For. It's When I Grow Up. When I Grow Up is the name of the song. When I grow up, I want to be a star. I want to be in movies and magazines and stuff. Last question of the day. Oh man. At Pitar Dyakov. If you were a cat, what color would your fur be? Well, if my natural hair color is any inclination, I would be that cat that like nobody really noticed. Because I would have that fur that's like not, it's like kind of brown, it's like ashy colored. And everybody would be like, well, you don't look like the really pretty silver cats, but you're also not the really pretty red cats. You're just kind of like this weird in-between color. But I would be the cat that would like follow you around and be like, are you my forever home? That's what Sherlock did. That's why I noticed Sherlock when I went into the shelter and I met Sherlock. Sherlock was the one who was just like, he followed me around the whole pen. He played with me. He wanted to be in my lap. And I was like, are you meant to be mine? And he was. Anyways, if I could have any color fur that I wanted, it would be red. I would be like Orange Tabby style. I would be that rare lady Orange Tabby. What? Anyways, that's been my Q&A. Thank you so much for watching. We will do another one of these in a couple weeks, and feel free to email me if you ever do fan art or anything like that. Feel free to email me, pressheart2continue@gmail.com, and that way I'll have it, and I'll know it exists, and maybe I'll feature it on the show. But otherwise, I hope you guys had an amazing week, and I will talk to you again in a couple weeks. Bye-bye!